Hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week ahead whenever you are finding this. It's 5:55 on the clock. Repeating fives show me that there is some exciting changes in store for you this week. So let's dive into it and see what those changes could be. The first card that came out for you says, take an effing trip. And on the back it says, go see some stuff, do some new things, talk to people cooler than you. I feel such a wanderlust coming from so many Scorpio people, and I feel this so strongly. Like, Scorpio has been working really hard recently at your job, or whatever responsibility that you have, whether that is taking care of a household, working. It's just been a lot. It's been pretty tough. Some of you guys may have had your hours shifted at work, and you have like a new schedule that may be temporary, and it's just a lot. Like, it's too much, but you're just excited to sort of get over this like temporary, like working really hard era, I guess you could say. And or there could be like, you may be in like a training time in your job, or helping train other people. It's like something to do with your work here, where it's like you feel obligated to not take off or be a team player more, you know what I mean? And you've been working hard. That's it. You've just been working hard, and this is saying to take an effing trip. Now, Scorpio, I feel very intuitively that this week there will be an opportunity for you to book some sort of very cheap getaway. So, for example, your family or friend group may be coming together to take some sort of trip this year, and you all may be like renting a house together, and it'll be really cheap. Something like that I'm seeing. Or you may be taking the initiative on this and planning it. Some of you guys may literally be booking some airplane tickets, train tickets, hotels, motels, whatever. You may be planning a trip. So, oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. The next card out literally is journey. Some of you may literally be traveling this week, having fun, getting away from it all. I feel like it's a really good thing to just step away from your work and your responsibilities and just see some cool stuff, see some new people, things you've never seen before, immersing yourself in a culture that you've never seen before. It's just good to see different scenery. So I feel that it is either coming up deep within you, like you really feel like you need to book a trip this week, or some of you are literally traveling. So very exciting stuff. You had two cards come out from this deck. The first one is Trinity. This is what it looks like. And it says balancing decisions, priorities, adapting to change. So yeah, I feel like you do have a lot of priorities right now, and they're in the right spaces, which is why you're so focused on work, responsibility, maintaining your relationships, etc. But you also know that it's important for you to fill your own cup up before anything else. And so yeah, I just feel like your mind is going back to like, how can I treat myself? How can I get away from it all? We also have Burrow. Beautiful Burrow card coming out. Exhaustion, lack of energy, questioning motivations, realignment. Exactly. You feel this deep in your soul and your heart. Like, you just need to get away. You need to step back from work, take a vacation, and do something really fun and entertaining for yourself. So definitely set aside some money in your budget for that. Okay, set aside some time for that. Even this upcoming week that we're talking about, you may want to make sure that you allocate some time to really just, go out and do something fun. And, this isn't a type of exhaustion where you just need to stay at home and sleep. This is a type of exhaustion where you need to get away. You need to go somewhere and be out in the real world. It's like exhaustion from the grind, from the routine, exhausted of your routine is what I'm seeing. We're going to get 6 cards, 2 rows of 3 here to further elaborate on the energies this week. First card out is Strength in reverse. Very interesting. Yeah, I feel an increased amount of like tiredness that you may have been feeling. You may be on the brink of burnout, honestly, which is, again, just only validating this message even further that you need to get away. We have the 4 of Cups. Exactly. Like, the routine is just becoming boring. It's becoming too much. You just need something new, some novelty in your life, meeting new people, seeing new places, things like that. It's coming out so strongly for you today. We have the 6 of Wands. Beautiful card. And, the 6 of Wands actually shows a lot of appreciation. I see an image in my head. If you guys work in like a traditional employment setting where you're employed by someone, I feel like your manager, your boss, whoever's like above you is going to be having like a meeting with you this week or talking to you this week and really just throwing flowers at you. Like, I'm so happy with the work that you're doing. This is really amazing. This is great. So we do see a lot of success in the workplace this week coming out very strongly. And I am really strongly seeing that some of you may be getting some sort of raise or promotion. So that's something to look forward to, or bonus, for the hard work that you've put in, which is really amazing. You're just like being acknowledged for everything that you do. It feels great. And I feel like it increases your motivation. And the end of this like sort of more difficult or busy chapter is in sight. So, you don't have to be sitting in this place for very long. Or if, you've taken on more work responsibilities, your bosses may be giving you more money for those additional responsibilities. And suddenly with all this new money, it's like, oh, this isn't exhausting at all. Like, that's the funny thing. When you're getting underpaid for something, it like feels exhausting. Like, I don't have the time. I'm so busy, blah, blah, blah. When you get paid appropriately, it's like, oh, this is actually cool. Like, this is no big deal. You feel the loss in your energy being drained when it's not being reciprocated back to you. So it's okay to work really hard, for example, if you're being paid appropriately for that hard work. Like, it doesn't feel as draining, So I am seeing a reciprocation of energies. Things are balancing out. Your hard work is paying off. If you are self-employed or a freelancer or anything like that, I am also seeing a lot of money and success and acknowledgement come in for your work, which again, same message applies. Like, it just feels really good. And from these increased resources and acknowledgement and success, you may have the time, the money to book yourself some trips. So I see travel this year for you for sure. And you're really starting to think about that and maybe start organizing that this week. Second row of cards out, fourth card is the Queen of Cups in reverse. Scorpio, this is you out of your power. Scorpio is usually a sign that's not afraid to go deep, not afraid to get emotional. But I feel recently, the water signs, not just you, have been sort of not really overly focused on relationships and emotions at this time. So some of you may be like closed off to your emotions right now is what I'm seeing. You're not really tuning into that side of you. It honestly feels like you're just trying to like grind and make money and, book some trips, get a new wardrobe. That type of energy seems to be very strong for Scorpio at this time. And I just feel like a lot of you have been through a lot of emotions in the past several months, and you're just taking a nice break from emotions, I guess you could say. That sounds so weird coming from my mouth, especially as a fellow water sign. Like, it's strange, but that's where you're at right now. I just want to, make sure that you guys still make space for that, though. I would highly recommend journaling, meditating, and really allowing yourself to feel your emotions. And in particular, I am seeing the need to talk and share what you're going through with people. So make sure you make time this week to connect with someone one-on-one who you can really talk through all of your emotions and what's going on in your life, because it would really help you. We have the Hierophant coming out. Yes, a traditional type of growth here. I feel like this is just a good career reading. I'm seeing like your career, your finances seem to be getting better. The Hierophant also shows you learning in a very traditional way, doing things in a traditional way. Some of you may be finding a teacher, a spiritual teacher, a therapist, or even just reading really good books that inspire you and teach you well. I'm seeing the universe is sending you some sort of mentor to help guide you in life, which is really cool. I'm also seeing thoughts about the more traditional side of life, like marriage, children, settling down. These things seem to be on your mind a little bit, and those areas of life may be part of the reason why you've sort of shut down your emotions. Some of you may have had some either like fertility issues or love and romance issues, money issues. I'm seeing here some frustration because it feels like some of you thought you would have had something by now, whether that be marriage, children, a house, large savings, the ability to travel whenever you want. There's something there in that traditional sort of vision, or even like a large retirement account, you know, there's something there in that traditional vision that you feel like you should have had by now. And Spirit's saying, you know, you're totally aligned with divine timing, first and foremost, and everybody's journey in life is different, okay? And that's something you may need to accept, that your life is not going to look like anyone else's, and your path will look very different. So I just see a resistance, like an emotional resistance a little bit, when it comes to thinking about that sort of traditional dream that you may have had for yourself, whatever it may be, whether it's owning a house, getting married, having a family, whatever, saving money up, having investments, whatever that traditional dream is that you personally had. I feel there's resistance. You're not quite happy with that. And you know what? You shouldn't ignore that feeling. You should really unpack it and sit down with it and figure it out, is what I'm seeing in these cards. Final card out is the Two of Pentacles. And by the way, you going on a trip, you going on a vacation will give you the space, the mental clarity to sort of figure those things out. So I highly recommend going on some sort of trip for sure. Two of Pentacles shows balance and harmony being restored. And we saw that in Trinity here, balancing decisions, priorities, and adapting to change. So it feels like you are actively, I'm seeing a lot of Scorpio are actively trying to pay off debt. Whether it's, I'm seeing credit card debt for a lot of people, credit card debt, some other sort of like student loan debt maybe, something that it feels only like a couple $1,000, not like a huge thing like a mortgage, but it feels like you're just trying to get that done and over with, maybe for some of you, and then it's like after that you want to save some money up, and then you want to like start planning trips. I don't know, I'm seeing that timeline for some of you, so that may resonate. But thank you guys for joining me. I highly recommend watching for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs this week to get the fullest overview of the week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also have my Goddess Energy Intention Oil there. I will be releasing new intention oil soon, so, you know, go to the website and become a subscriber to the website, a member of the website, for updates on when that will happen. And if you want spiritual life coaching sessions with me, I also offer that there, okay? Thank you guys. Bye-bye.